let's see, where am I? So the ride is stiff. Going into an M car, you have to understand that. Are we going? Yep. All right. Well, what up, guys? I'm just gonna cruise around and have a little story time. I kind of want to get into the reason why I actually got my X3M. Here, let's put that on. So, for those of you that don't know, I have a 2020 X3M. It is a somewhat rare color. It's called Sunstone Metallic. You can check it out on my page, on my Instagram and stuff like that, or just watch other YouTube videos I've made. But it's a 2020 X3M. I got it with 35,000 miles. Now it has 43, which is crazy. I got it this October, or no, I got it September 1st of 2023. Really random that I got this, but it'll all make sense. So yeah, September 1st, 2023, I got this at 35,000 miles. One owner, clean Carfax, and I got it. So I work for a dealership. I had them purchase it for me when I found it. I found it at a dealership in Ohio, and it was the only Sunstone Metallic car that I found, like X3M. I didn't want an X3M 40. I specifically wanted an X3M, mainly because I wanted an M and I wanted an S58. For the longest time, I was doing research on like what would be like a reasonably priced 10-second daily. Obviously, out the box, this is not a 10-second car, but it's more than capable of being a 10-second car after tuning and all that shit. Obviously, I wanted that in something that was a realistic daily. I wanted 4x4 or all-wheel drive. And you know, being here in North Jersey, the winters fucking suck. The last couple of years they haven't sucked, but you know, when it does suck, it fucking sucks. And like in hindsight, I fucking absolutely love this car. It was between this and a single cab short bed Coyote truck. As I'm sure some of you will be surprised to find out, I'm a Ford guy. Like, I like American cars. Realistically, what got me into this was finding out that it had an S58. I think in my last video or the video before that, I explained that I wasn't looking for these. I was pretty dead set on ordering a single cab F-150. The only issue with that was the color that I want. For the past couple of years, I've been configuring it the same on Ford's website. When I went to actually place the order, the color that I have been making this truck in was discontinued. Why it was discontinued, fucking beyond me, but I was unable to order it, unfortunately. So that kind of threw a wrench in the process of what I was gonna get. And one day at work, my coworker has one of these. I saw it on a drag pack. And I questioned my other coworker. I'm like, do you really think he needs these tires on this? Like, is it fast? And he was like, do you know what motor is in this? And instantly that's when it clicked. I was like, X3M it has to be an S58. So I was like, me not knowing, I asked him, like, what is it, a B58? And he said no, it's an S58. And basically ever since then I started looking for these. I did a lot of research. Certain things you need to watch out with, kind of broadening out the scope, is that I'm from Jersey. Any BMW from around Jersey, watch out, you know? It's probably been beat to fucking shit. So that was one thing I was looking for, where I was like, you know what? I need to be careful. I might want to get this from a dealer, maybe certified pre-owned. Didn't work out that way. I got it from a dealer, but it wasn't certified pre-owned. And then other things specific to the car, of mind, it drives like an M. It's a stiff ride. It might be unfavorable if you're not completely set on getting an M. You could get the X3M 40 or X4M 40, whatever the fuck they call the X4s, and you'll be comfortable. It'll be quick enough, and yeah, I don't think you would have any issues with that. But for me, I wanted an M, and when I found out it had an S58, I wanted the S58 because I understand it's a great platform with a lot of potential, and I'm glad I did go with it. I'm not gonna lie. So let's see, where am I? So the ride is stiff. Going into an M car, you have to understand that the consumption. I was coming out of a fucking Camry. Why I had that thing? It was just my first reliable big boy purchase. But the fuel mileage on that, I was probably getting like 23 to 25 miles per gallon. Coming into this, I'm getting, I think, 16.1 miles to the gallon stock. Like, this is a stock car. So you need to keep that in mind if you're looking into these. You're not getting it because it's good on fuel, obviously, but it's something to consider. So there's those two issues with those are kind of general issues. The ride and the, actually no, that's a pretty big one if you really can think about it, because there's a lot of people that will get turned off because of that. So that's a pretty big issue. The fuel consumption is what it is. The M tax on everything just being expensive to do, it is what it is. Like, you need to understand that. Specific to these cars, yeah, the ride kind of shitty, and when you start to make power, depending on how much power you want to make, the diff bolt is an issue. So there's a bolt in the rear, however the fuck is configured, it can't take all the load from when you put more power into the car and launch it a bunch of times. It will literally just fucking bend the bolt. If you look up X3M diff bolt issue, you'll find more than enough information on that, so I don't have to get into it too much. So yeah, I didn't know that was there. Miller's Ale House. That shit's packed up too. Yeah, fuck that. Anywho, I'm trying to think of other issues with specifically the X3M. Well, there's the diff bolt. That's kind of the main thing. Right now I'm having drive shaft issues, so it's kind of grinding. I was having some schlop in the front. Took it in for warranty. They fixed that, but the back is grinding and stuff. I don't really know what it takes to fix that. I know there's something with like green Loctite. You gotta, well, I don't know if basically if it's a simple refresh or if it's a repair, if that makes sense. I don't know if they're servicing it or if they have to replace the whole fucking thing, but we'll find that out eventually. Yeah, dude, this car is amazing. I'm gonna tap back into me being a Ford guy in a few, but as for issues specific, yeah, I don't know, drive shaft, that's like the main thing is the diff bolt. And like, if you're gonna keep this car in stock configuration, maybe just do exhaust work, like, you're good, bro. But if you want to make, like, specifically on an X3M, if you're making like 750 horsepower and you're launching that, like, you're kind of cooked, bro. Definitely after some time. I've seen plenty of guys launching on the track and twisting their drive shaft because, you know, it's bouncing around, you hook, and then all the torque and shit just twists the fucking neck of it. That is very realistic, very possible. The diff bolt thing, that's just, you know, you can't really avoid that either, and that's, they have some solutions now for it, but it's kind of an like, to have a shop, if you're doing it yourself, okay, to have a shop do it, I'm sure it's I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure it's expensive to do that. It's a BMW once again, and just labor on these fucking things are, you know, it's not cheap. So keep that in mind. But overall, going into buying an M, like, well, an X3M, I don't don't know. It's, other than the fucking M tax on everything and depreciation, like, dude, I fucking love this car. It's quick, it's nimble for what it is. Obviously, it's an SUV. It sounds good with this single mid pipe. I mean, people are putting equal lengths on their car, on their X3Ms, and it just sounds like an Infinity. Like, it sounds like fucking dog shit. I don't, like, me personally, that's not my thing. Single mid pipe, or don't fucking even put a mid pipe on it, keep it stock. But that's preference, obviously. I just think the equal lengths sound like Infinities, and I'm not about that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's such an easy platform to make power with, and it's reliable power, which is nice. I think all I'm gonna do is stay on like a 93 tune, like a stage 2 93 tune. Maybe someday get a custom tune, but I'm staying off the shelf for the most part. Keep it really simple and probably not break anything. That's the great thing about these cars. You can just download horsepower. You add your own little flavor to the car yourself. I'm doing a bunch of paint matching and, you know, lowering it, doing this and that, just making it my own. And I'm just basically doing power-wise what everyone else does, because it's simple. You'll be faster than most people, and you'll have a nice, reliable, quick fucking daily. But I think this is a solid time to go back for a second on the Ford thing. Like I said, I'm a Ford guy. My whole thing on, like, the reason that I was looking for this and the Fords the whole time is that I wanted like a 10-second daily. So bad. Like, that's really what I was looking for, and I didn't really want a car. So I was kind of limited to trucks and SUVs. Oh, and then, I mean, I would look at cars, but I had certain criterias. I'm mainly a Ford guy, so, and I love BMWs. So I'm a Ford guy and I love BMWs, so you could kind of tell I was probably going to go that route no matter what. I was open to getting other things, but, you know, fuck them. But with the Ford, I would have to throw a nice chunk of money into it off the bat all at once to get it to be a 10-second truck. You throw a Whipple at it, cool. I mean, I would have done that. I would have really wanted to turbo the thing, but then that's a whole nother fucking ball game of work that has to get done to it, and I'm not doing it myself. I don't know what I'm doing, so, you know, there's the expense for that. Granted, is the fucking Whipple, you could get it into the 10 seconds and it's practically just a bolt on? Sure, but that's a lot of money all at once. The appeal with this was the interior is so nice. It's a nice M, it's a nice car, blah blah blah. You tune it and you have a 10-second fucking car. It is basically as simple as that. That's really what pushed me into this, was although I wanted that truck, I figured down the line I'll be able to hopefully, I don't like the new 24s. I was just hoping down the line Ford will bring back more options, bring back more colors, something that I actually like, that I could order and feel proud of, and I'll hopefully have the money to do everything all at once. Send it out to get turboed, build a fucking trans, do all the cosmetic stuff, all performance at once, cosmetic at once, and I just bang it out like that. With this, I knew I would have a lot of fun. What tunnel? Very nice. But yeah, with fuck, where was I? With this car, I basically knew that it could be a fun little process. When I do things, I kind of like to just do everything all at once. So that's also part of the reason I was like, you know what, with this, I could just take my time and it'll feel different. Like, it doesn't have to be done right all at once. I don't know. That's just a personal mental thing. So, and I was like, you know what, I'm young. It'd be cool to have an M. Fuck it. Like, it doesn't get better than this when it comes to X3s. Like, it's the top of the line X3. This was like an $80,000 car brand new or some shit. Like, that's crazy. And it's rare with the color. Like, there's no getting around that. has the exact interior I was looking for. I want a Tartufo. It has that, and it just happens to be this crazy color. I wasn't even looking for this color. I didn't know it existed. I was looking for like that blue color or Donington silver, gray, whatever fucking color, with this interior. And one of the ads just looked different. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't look like Donington, but it is similar. So I clicked on it and I was like, no, that is a completely different color. And when I found it, I was practically hooked. Like, a good part of me just knew, okay, if I'm gonna get one, this has to be the one that I get. And it's crazy how it works like that. I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, I'm very scatterbrained and shit. I'm sure I'm gonna make more videos on like things to think about when going into an M and considering this and that. But I just want to give like a general overview, initial thoughts, and like my initial, all that bullshit. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I do love this car. So, plans. Well, keep all that stuff in mind that I said about thinking about going into one of these cars, specifically an X3M. Stiff ride, not a big deal if you want the performance. It's not horrible, but it's really not good. So stiff ride, and then everything's expensive. The fuel kind of sucks, the fuel mileage, but you know, if you're going into one of these cars, you kind of know to expect that. So not a big deal. But other than that, for the downsides, there's, you know, and then all the other bullshit that I mentioned once you start making power. But no, dude, like, this is a solid fucking car. Would I have loved for my initial orders for my Ford trucks to go through? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. That was my dream single cab F-150 that I was ordering, and I got boned on that, which is insane and infuriating, but it is what it is, you know. It led me to this, and like, I'm fucking putting on my blinker for what? I don't know, but it's led me to making videos like this and stuff, and it's fun. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. Once I'm in the position financially, oh, Jesus, once I'm in the position financially, you know, God will take, I'm crossing the line either way, fuck it. God will take care of me and everything will work out the way it needs to work out. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to say that stuff. I think this is where I'm going to end the video. I didn't want it to be a complete, like, yap sesh, but then it turned into that because I was like, you know what, let me make this video about people that want to get into these cars. Don't worry about it. If you're on the fence between an X3M 40 and an X3M, like, because that's always what I see all over the forums and shit like that, you need to weigh out your options and really ask yourself, do I want all the extra performance shit, or do I just want like a quick, comfortable SUV? If you want a quick, comfortable SUV that's, you know, reliable and all that, just get the X3M 40. If you want the extra little bit of fucking performance, which is not a little bit, it's a lot extra performance, like, fuck it, send it, just do the X3M. But yeah, so sorry for always being scatterbrained. I'm gonna work on that. Sorry for talking too fast, but hopefully you gained some knowledge out of this. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. So thanks for fucking sticking with me. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.